All right, Gary Jobst here once again with Nicole Schultz, and we are going to show you the pattern and variations that we did in the history of West Coast swing in one pattern. The concept that we started talking about with the West Coast swing concept is kind of the old school style of West Coast swing. Very much when this dance was done back in the early or late 80s, early 90s, the follower's footwork was a straightforward run, run, turn. So what she would do is walk 1, 2, 3, and 4, turn and anchor 5 and 6. So that was just the basic straight footwork. Basically, the lady just ran to the end of the track, stopped, and turned around. We used to call it walk, walk, run, run, turn. So it was the turn happened after 4. So when we do this as far as pattern-wise, I initiate the pattern, she does it, period. Now she does it because she's basically in control after I start it, but she's been really taking over that track, and as a leader I need to listen to her. Doesn't matter where she ends up going, I gotta let her take that track as long as it is. That's that old school style, okay? So what we did was we took that in a position of, as she comes to the end of the track, she's going to hit that. So see, that's the basic for her, is to just do that nice standard old school style where she really connects and tones into the guy and uses him a little bit. Hits the anchor on 5 and 6 as standard. That's number 1. The next variation is the same move, but after before, you hit the positioning and the twist into a ronde, and then she slips through and connects and walks forward on the 1, back out of that, whatever pattern from there. That's variation number 2. The next variation actually allows that same ronde to rotate slightly, 3 and 4, and then I take the hand through. And that gets her to rotate, and we allow her to step sideways. So the lead on that one, the key difference is I actually, instead of taking the lead towards me, because if she's twisted and slightly rotated, if I take the lead towards me, she's gonna untwist. I don't want her to untwist. I want her to actually step down the track sideways. So my lead from that position that's unusual is the fact that she's in the twist and slightly over-rotated. I'm going to actually take my left hand in that direction. And that's what's going to make her feel like it's okay for her to actually walk under the hand and come out sideways instead of re-rotating and squaring back up, because we don't want her to square back up. Now she's going to do the ronde again, 3 and 4, and then I'm going to take that and lead it into a twist. So now the whole concept of this whole sequence is just this. When West Coast swing was done way back when, it was very much a male-dominated dance. The woman did this basic footwork on a lot of stuff, did all kinds of syncopations in play. The idea was to take that old school variation, modernize it a little bit, bring in some communication where as a leader I initiate the movement. If she decides she wants to do a ronde, we go, okay, you can do the ronde, but then I might take it somewhere and twist it some other direction. It's not necessarily that she's the one that's talking and then I'm the one that's listening. She's got something to say, I'll add to the conversation, and we'll go back and forth, and it kind of adds to stuff, and it makes something very, very creative and interesting and fun. Again, GaryJobstToday.com or 704-494-1819. Thank you very much for coming, DCSX.
Dance Jam Productions.